and this will be the upgrade for it. Good day everybody, and welcome back to Dave's Customs. Today, mostly, I want to address some problems that I have with my daily car because they are driving me insane, and I have to fix it. So let me show you what's going on. I can open every door besides this one, and this is because I suspect that the latching mechanism's actuator has worn off, or it doesn't get power anymore, or it doesn't have the torque necessary to open the lock, and I want to inspect it and to change it. I have already went ahead and found at the junkyard a latching mechanism for the rear left door from a Honda Accord CL9, which is basically the same, but this is from the 2.4 liter variant. But this part should be all the same, even the actuator, even the latching mechanism, everything. So I want to change it as a whole, or at least change the actuator if the latch doesn't line up. But oh yeah, and also I have to change out my cabin filter because it's very hot outside, and I am using the AC a lot, and it started to have a weird smell. And also another problem, but I cannot say it's a problem, it's more of a dislike. I am coming from an older generation platform from Honda, you know, the 90s Hondas, the DBHF series. Those engines have a much purer sound for the intake, and because this is a newer car and it has its Euro 4 European regulations, this car has a big resonator in the bumper for the air filter, and I want to try to take it out and hear how the sound of the engine, if it changes or not, you know, because I don't really want to invest in a cold air intake if I don't like how the engine growls under acceleration. So I'm gonna try to take it out. It's a free mod that you can do. Okay, as you now can see, I have disconnected the electrical plugs. Here is the actuator, and I'm checking to see if there is any oxidation, because it's a little bit wet over here. I don't know why, maybe because I just washed the car, but I want to check out to see if I plug the other actuator in and I push the key, if it does anything or not. But first let me clean this with some contact cleaner. This is a good sign that this works. Then we have to swap it out. I want to see what is inside of it. I mean, how could I only change out the actuator? Okay, so this is the electrical part. the actuator. I think this is all we need. Alright, now the actuator is completely mounted. One last try before mounting everything together. And before putting it back to its place, some white lithium grease. Okay, so the camera died, but I managed to torque down the bolts and it is all mounted. The latching mechanism, it works perfectly. I've already tested with the key. Everything is working okay. Now we have to reseal this vapor barrier, or I don't really know what it is, but this has to be resealed. Now I know that it is sealed, so we can throw on the door card. Closes fine, it opens fine. The car is locked. I cannot open the doors. Now it is unlocked. Perfect. And now for the pollen filter. It's pretty straightforward. Look at this pollen filter. It is so dirty. Give it a quick vacuum. Make sure it is seated properly everywhere and install the filter back. And the job is done. And now for the resonator delete. I have to jack up the front of the car, take down the bumper and go from there, because I don't know how the resonator is mounted. But I have never done this before on this car. It's my first time, so you will accompany me. Safety first. All right, now that the bumper is down, you can see this is the resonator box that I was talking about. I had a hard time because somebody installed a wood screw in the bumper, but no problem. This is the resonator box. This one we have to take out, and I can see one screw and a few more screws over there. Okay. Well, I have to take down the battery and the battery tray as well. So let's move on to taking down the battery. At last, this was the final piece, and this is the complete resonator box. It's so huge, it weighs like 8 kilograms, maybe more. The resonator is taken out, and now we can install everything back together. Now that this car is finished, let me walk you through the upgrades that we are planning for that car. As you know, it is a 1.5 liter VTEC engine producing 114 horsepower, and this will be the upgrade for it. This is a true VTEC P08 stamped head, which comes from a D16Z6, but this head is a little bit upgraded. It has a Skunk2 Stage 2 racing camshaft and hardened Brian Crower valve springs. It also had its valve stamp seals replaced. The head was milled and pressure tested, and the valves were lapped into it. This is the valve cover that we got with it. We bought all of what you see here on the table for 1,500 RON, which is dirt cheap. This is equivalent to 300 euros, and I think this will be a very good upgrade for what we want to do, because the shorter transmission now keeps us in VTEC at each gear change, and I think with this top-end power from the camshaft, the car will truly be alive. We already ordered the adjustable cam gear, the head gasket kit set, however you want to call it, the head bolts, and we are missing just a performance-oriented VTEC solenoid, because our VTEC solenoid doesn't have its oil galleries in the right spot for true VTEC. The problem is that the parts take very long to arrive. We already ordered them, but they take like 3 to 4 weeks, and we have to make an appointment to the dyno tuner to make a full custom map for our new setup. And also, I've shown you in the first video, I think, the 2.5 inch diameter stainless steel exhaust that we also want to install on the car. With all of this being said, I think the car will be a very good car for the races we are making. And with that, this video comes to an end. I know it wasn't about exciting upgrades or engine swaps or things like that, but we'll get to those as well. Today was about solving some problems with my car, that were really bugging me out, especially the door latching mechanism, that it was not opening and closing from the key fob. And the resonator delete, you know, you cannot complain about a free upgrade. It gives the engine a little bit more sound when in full throttle, but it's no cold air intake. And in the future I might invest in a true cold air intake from InGen or DC Sports or companies like this, but not right now. I have other things in mind. This car right now needs to get me from point A to point B and do it comfortably. And this is our situation. We are waiting. We have the parts right there on the table and I'm so eager to install them, but I don't want to disassemble the engine and then the championship comes and the engine is disassembled. We don't have the parts, or we cannot complete the mini-me swap, and it's just not how I like to work. I like to have everything on table before we even start. And we are waiting for the parts. As I told you, they are ordered. We are also waiting for limited slip differential for that car, which, as I told you, it's a surprise for the pilot. The owner doesn't know that we ordered him, and I want to see his reaction when he will feel that both tires are grabbing in a corner, not only one. But that's kind of it. Right now I have my eyes on a very good car that I would love to be able to make my own race car. And as we're speaking, I already told the owner that I want to make an appointment to see the car, and I want to negotiate him a good price. And who knows, maybe next video will be about a car reveal, but I don't want to promise you anything because it's not sure. The car is a very good base for what I want to do. It's also a Honda, but I won't tell you which model. I want that to be a surprise, and I really hope that I can get my hands on that car. That's kind of it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned to see if I manage to buy that car or not. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye!